Well, good evening. This is Longhaultanker, straight razor shaving with Longhaultanker. And as you might be able to tell by my environs here, my environment is that I am in the home terminal, Houston, Texas. Just got in about an hour ago, hour and a half ago, got all my end of trip stuff taken care of with dispatch and checked out, and I'm going to lay over on the yard tonight and shave here in the driver's lounge. Today is Friday, the 6th of January 2023 at approximately 2015, 8 o'clock, 8:15 p.m. Central Time. And of course, you know why we're gathered here. We're going to do a straight razor shave. But the last time we had a shave up here in this room, it was all tore up, and I had to move some construction hand tools and buckets around that were on the counter here. Now you can't see it very well at all, but there's a new paint job, a new granite, beautiful granite countertop. They use the same sinks. It looks like they polished them up. They got new fixtures on the sinks, which we, for 10 years, that thing has leaked whenever you had the water on running, and just made a horrible mess, and nobody fixed it. But now we got new fixtures, faucet, and new tile all over the floor and a little bit up on the wall, and it's nice. It's nice. We'll see, but it's the same sink, and that's okay. And so anyway, the equipment for tonight, we're using the Backal 8/8 Backal. It's got a nice gold on the front with some nice etching. I don't know if you can see it very well or not. But anyway, let's see what it says. Solingen or Tarbet. It's German, obviously. Wertarbeti, it looks like. Anyway, and for our soap this evening, we're continuing this. In fact, this will be the last usage in this go-around of the Sandpiper. It'll go back into rotation and come up at its next appointed time after the 40 or so soaps that are ahead of it. One per week, about a 40 to 50, and so in about a year this will come back up. Not to mention the 4 new soaps I've got coming in. 3 of them already delivered. 1 is coming in tomorrow. I'll tell you about that as we move on. I'm not hiding nothing. And then the brush will be the Simpson Chubby 3 Manchurian Badger. And I'm just growing more and more to appreciate and love this brush. I love it. The 2 Simpsons, the QED brushes, are just my favorite. People talk about Simpson all the time, about how expensive they are, and well, you get what you pay for, and I love it. All right. Let's get this soap lathered up, get the brush lathered up. And so, the last video found us at Jeffersonville, Ohio, and at the Love's truck stop there, and had a lovely evening, a good shave. Very good shave with the whacker, Youngmeister. And next day got up, drove to Jonesboro, Arkansas, which is where I spent the night last night. No shave last night, because that's only 24 hours. All right, we'll try that. And all of this extra soap. I did soak my face some. I could have maybe done more, but And so I'm hoping enough, but we're going to use this as a pre-shave kind of lather anyway. And this is just a delightful smell. You can look it up on their website as to their ingredients and what it's supposed to smell like, etc., etc. But I'm happy with it. If I had it to do over again, I'd buy it again for sure. And especially now that I know what it smells like. When I was buying all those soaps from Stirling, what I was doing is that I was reading the reviews and the stars, not so much the stars, they don't hold much sway, but the content of the reviews, that holds, that's why I want to know what people think and why they think it. And a little water on the hands. You know, if I was a DE razor or a shaver, this would probably be enough lather to get the job done. It's got nice slickness, wonderful scent. All right, let's go with that. Use that last little bit of residue on my hands to give my hands a good washing. So Jeffersonville, Ohio, came out of the truck stop, got on Interstate 71, took me to Cincinnati, whipped around Cincinnati, back onto, what is that, 275 to the south side, and looped around, and then got back on, got on 75, which goes down about 10-15 miles and remerges with 71 to Louisville, and got on the 265 and looped around Louisville to get on Interstate 65 that goes south to Nashville. But I didn't take it to Nashville. I took it to Elizabethtown, to the Western Kentucky Parkway, and that takes you on over through what is that, Union City and Obion, Tennessee. These are real small country towns, and then Dyersburg, Tennessee, and it eventually merges back, I say back, it merges with Interstate 55 South, about 20 miles or so north of Blytheville, Arkansas. And I get off the interstate there and get on a nice 4-lane US highway. And that takes you on over to Jonesboro. And I go that way because I don't like staying on 55 and going down to West Memphis, getting on I-40, and taking that on over to Little Rock. I don't like that. I think I-40 is dangerous, and it is a major thoroughfare for truck traffic coming out of the Mid-South and Northeast to go south and west. And my routing will get you from Jonesboro. First of all, it'll get you to Jonesboro, and then out of Jonesboro, you stay on those. There's a nice there are 2 4-lane highways that'll get you from Jonesboro on over to Little Rock, on down to Little Rock. You come out of Jonesboro, and I forget what the highway number is, 226, I believe, Arkansas Highway 226, which is a nice 4-lane highway. And that gets you over to US 67, I believe it is, and that'll take you straight into Little Rock. That'll get you down to the loop around Little Rock, which is 440, and then connecting with Interstate 30, and that after you get through that ugly construction zone on the west side, it'll just shoot you straight down to Texarkana. All right, let's get started here. I did use the clippers tonight on my head and buzz my head. I do believe this. I'm working on 48 hours of growth from Jeffersonville. And it was rough feeling. I didn't like feeling it on my face today. I would like to have had a 36-hour shave, not a 48. I'd like to have shaved this morning, but those aren't practical. While that's my preferred interval, it's not practical. And if I remember correctly, the last time I used this razor, several days ago, that I said I had honed it up on an Arkansas. I don't remember. It was probably the surgical black. Well, that feels very nice. That's as sharp as you could want it. Lovely. And so last night was in Jonesboro, got up this morning, headed out, went through Little Rock. And that's about 2.5 hours down from Jonesboro to Little Rock, 2.5 hours. That's just dry skin coming off my little goober spot, commonly known as a scab. Yep, feeling good. Glad I'm home. A little tired tonight, 600-mile day. My wife, as she always does while I'm away, has cooked and prepared a whole bunch of food. I'll probably not get a call until Tuesday or Wednesday to go back out. A little something I want to talk about is, I read on certain forums, and there's always going to be new guys, right, that are coming into the hobby, wet shaving, particularly straight razors and honing, or honing. And that's one of the reasons why those of us that make videos, we want to show new guys how to do things. And asking questions is always good. Nothing wrong with asking questions, even if it's been asked 1,000 times, 10,000 times. But the point that I want to emphasize is doing some homework, spending some time watching the videos, and get to know who's saying what and why, who the outstanding performers are. Not that I make any claim to that status. My strength is in the shave itself. at least my strength. That's what I perceive to be my strength. And it's one of the reasons why I don't video my honing exercises, because I don't want to open myself up to that, the drive-by shooters on that, drive-by assassins. Now I realize I've got a unique situation in that as a truck driver, I have a lot of time in the truck at night, and I don't watch movies. I don't watch Amazon Prime. I don't watch Netflix. I'm 90% of my time in the truck at night. I'm watching shaving videos of my usual crew, which reminds me, I'll say something about that in a minute if I don't forget. Or I'll just do a general search on straight razor shaving and see who's putting up stuff. And some of them I subscribe to, some of them I don't. Some of them are new guys that just have very few followers and very few videos. You know, and maybe I'll shoot them a word of encouragement if I see something I like. So watch some videos and keep learning, and treat it as a hobby, a craft that you want to get to know more about. Don't always go for the easy solution, asking the questions on the forum is okay, sure, fine, but do a little legwork before you get there. Now, having said that, if you're watching me on YouTube, I say thank you. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you so desire. Go on over to The Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com, and join in. those few strokes right there. Weight of the blade only, and this is pretty much a full hollow blade. There was no, I was not adding any extra pressure. I say weight of the blade with just enough pressure in my grip to keep it steady. And the weight just took it. I left Jonesboro this morning at about 8 o'clock. Pulled in here about 6:30. 600 miles, about 602 miles, 5 miles, something like that. Very nice. But I'll be glad to get home tomorrow and change clothes, get a shower at the house, eat my wife's wonderful food, this is a wonderful hobby to have. And of course, a lot of people start out thinking they're going to save money. Yeah, I'm going to go into a straight razors. I'm going to save money over cartridge razors. Yeah, well, maybe not so much. It just depends upon, how many razors you get and how many brushes you get and what kind of quality you're going to, so there's a lot of factors. But then you catch the bug and you've got to have the next razor. And then you start searching high and low for those elusive vintage razors. And I've got my list that I want to get just like everybody else does. Which I hope I can find at least some of them. But I've got plenty of razors. I've got about 50 to 60 razors now. Some of them about equal distribution between new production razors and vintage razors. And this shave tonight will end the roll-up I'm on now and the two previous roll-ups, which are mostly all new production razors, and then I'm going to go into the following three roll-ups that I got, which are mostly predominantly vintage razors. Thought I might have got myself back here a little bit. Going in at too hot an angle. Okay. Getting ahead of myself a little bit there on that stroke, but that's okay. There are no penalty points for cheating. There's a new one. If the blood stops bleeding by the end of the shave, it doesn't count. And there are no penalty points for cheating. I like that. That was fun. Oh, that feels real nice. I'm in no hurry tonight. I finish here, I go back to the truck, have my dinner. And go to bed. I'll probably watch some videos like I always do. And as tired as I am, I'll probably drop off to sleep pretty quick, but I'm in no hurry to get up in the morning. I want to get home by 11 o'clock. I'm about an hour and 30-minute drive from here, depending upon traffic, Houston traffic. No, I've come to appreciate this Manchurian Badger Simpson brush, maybe more than I did. Maybe, you know, I don't know what it takes to break these brushes in. I really don't. When I get a new brush, I take it on the road with me for a week or two, and then I put it in regular rotation and it comes up. But I think this brush is really starting to get broke in. It's soft, it doesn't feel bristly. Not as soft as the QED Select Manchurian Badger. That's in a class and a world all by itself. And I got one coming up next. I think it's a 26 millimeter in rotation. Yeah, I'm back. My evening alarm went off, my 9 o'clock alarm. Old men take medicine at night, and I've got an alarm set to remind me of that, which I'll do when I get back to the truck. My wife tells me that we got another episode or two of, what is that? Kevin Costner, Montana cattle rancher. The name is escaping me right now. It's not Silverado, that's what he played in when he was a much younger man. But she thinks the last one is a finale, a season finale episode. And I love the music to that series, that show. Just wonderful music. Very soulful, very, very Western. I can't think of the name of it. I'm trying to focus too hard on it, I guess. And we're also watching Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Very nice. I like getting that lather back on as quick as I can after I've shaved an area, because I want all of the ingredients of the soap, which is more than just soap. You know that. It's all kinds of oils and facial additives and whatever, but I want it working into the skin before I wash it all off. All right, let's go with that. Let's wash it off and see what we got. They got a new stopper down in the sink too. Wow. Perfect. That's just wonderful. That is just wonderful. Oh, one more thing. Before I forget, I gotta get up close to the mirror on this one, excuse me. Doing the sideburn, squaring off the sideburns. All right, there we go. Face shave is done. Now I'm going to put this Backal razor away in its leather sheath and put it in my little dope kit over here. Now I'm ready for the head shave. I think I hear the cleaning crew coming in. Somebody's in the building besides me. If I come up missing, you'll know why. That's what my wife tells me all the time. If I come up missing, it's your fault. Well, since I use the clippers on my head, it's going to be harder to see the lines, and so I'm not going to try and hit those too hard or aggressively. Probably not till the next shave on what's today. Friday night would be Sunday morning, and which means it won't be recorded. That's okay, I needed it. I've got a couple of razors I need to do some test shaves with, and I don't want to do that on camera, so Sunday would be a good day to do that. Then I'll tell you about it afterward. Along with another interesting thing that happened today, but I won't, to some of my shave gear. But I won't tell you about that till later either. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, the first head shave after I use the clippers to cut down the sides, which I do about every five to 7 days, something like that. I don't like it to get too shaggy. Lighting in here is not so great, so I'm gonna, where I would normally do the upstroke right here against the grain right here to straighten out those lines, I'm not gonna do it in here because the lighting is just too poor for my old eyes. All right. Let's do the back of the neck and we'll be done. And I don't know if I'm going to post this up tonight or wait to get home till tomorrow, which means it'll probably be tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, probably so. And this razor I'm using, I didn't mention it earlier, Gold Dollar 208, very first razor I ever bought. And then I refreshed the edge back in April after I got home from that Oregon trip where my wife went up, flew up there. And I refreshed it. Like I had all my gold dollars honed up on the shafting glass. Well, that's not true, not all of them. But this one for sure. But because I wanted to go back and do a nostalgic shave I refreshed this on the Norton 4000, 8000. Shaved with it in a video. I've got it posted up from back, late April or so. Perhaps early May. There we go, that feels better. All right, I'm done, and I thank you for staying with me this long. And that's the, we use the Sandpiper, Stirling Soap Company. We're gonna come back, put that back into rotation. It'll come back up. Who knows when that's gonna come back up. Here, let's do one more thing. Putting some water on my face. I just ran that bowl of new warm water. I'm not going to go cold, but I think we'll be all right. Yeah, we're fine. I'll rinse it with cold water before I go back to the truck. Okay, there it is. We're done. And thank you for joining me and staying with me. And go over to the Shaving Cadre and leave a message here if you like on YouTube. And I will see you next time. It'll probably be Tuesday morning before I do another video. So see you down the road.